Hey, what's that? A rhino! Why is there a rhino in Animal Junction?
That's an excellent question, SpongeBob. You might have forgotten, but that rhino over there is Walter. Walter is a rescued rhino that we brought to Animal Junction to protect him from poachers.
Walter! That's a nice name for the rhinoceros. Wow, Walter is really a really good name. Why did you have to bring Walter to Animal Junction?
I'm glad you like the name. Walter is actually here at Animal Junction for a few reasons. First and foremost, he's a great ambassador for his species, helping to raise awareness and educate people about the importance of rhino conservation. We hope that by having him here, we can inspire visitors to care about wildlife and take action to protect endangered animals like him.
But are you sure that's a rhino and not a hippo?
I see what you're driving at. Well, it's easy to confuse a rhino with a hippo because they have similar body shapes and appearances. We're sure that Walter is definitely a rhino and not a hippo.
Hey, Walter is hungry.
This was Kenyal, SpongeBob. It looks like Walter is still hungry, SpongeBob. Rhinoceroses are known for their large appetites and constant need for food. It's part of their natural behavior to spend a lot of time foraging and eating to meet their energy needs.
Rhinos are herbivores. That means they're plant eaters. Ooh, we should give Walter something out of the snack machine. The snack machine has everything an animal needs, especially in Animal Junction. So Walter came to the right place. Yes, he did. He did came from the right place. He certainly come from the right place. Okay, now let's see. Dolphin? No. Lobster? No. Penguin? No, that's silly. Aha! Rhinoceros! Uh-oh. Ah! Oh, come and get it! What are you doing, Walter? I'm just trying to feed you something. No, Walter. I'm your friend. We're friends, right? Now, Walter! Ah! Ah! Oh! Patrick, are you okay? Yeah, SpongeBob, but Chris, for some reason, I was trying to feed Walter some plants, but he used his horn to fling me up in the sky. Why would he do that?
Yes, that can happen sometimes when trying to feed a wild animal. Walter might not have realized that you were trying to help him, and he thought you were trying to hurt him. So he used his horn to defend himself. It's important to remember that wild animals like Walter are not tamed and can react unpredictably based on their instincts.
So, Walter, by the way, I like that horn, and I'm glad you used it on me, just in case if I was a threat. I just want to say I'm not a threat, Walter. Walter! You're so funny. Hey, I got a good question. What is Walter's horn made of?
Walter's unique and impressive horn is made of a material called keratin. Keratin is a strong, fibrous protein that is also found in human hair and fingernails.
Wait a minute, so you're saying that a sponge and a starfish also have keratin?
Yes, you're correct. Sponge and starfish also contain keratin in their body structures. In sponges, keratin is found in the tips of their numerous small tentacles, known as flagella, which they use for movement and filter feeding. In starfish, keratin also helps form the structure of their tube feet, enabling them to move and adhere to surfaces.
Oh, so sponges and starfish are made of keratin. Hey, Chris, can you tell us more facts about rhinos?
Sure. Here are some fun and interesting facts about rhinos. There are 5 different species of rhino, including the white rhino, the black rhino, the Indian rhino, the Javan rhino, and the Sumatran rhino. Rhinos are native to both Africa and Southeast Asia. They are primarily herbivores, feeding on grasses and other plants.
So what type of rhino is Walter?
Walter is a white rhino, also known as the square-lipped rhino.
Wait, aren't white rhinos the largest rhinos in the world?
That's correct, SpongeBob. White rhinos are indeed the largest of the rhino species.
Wow! Look at Walter go! He's trying to smash that banana! Wow! He used full force! How does he do that?
Rhinos are incredibly strong, and Walter is no exception. Their horns are made of a protein called keratin, which is also the main protein in hair and fingernails. Their horns are also razor sharp, making them a powerful weapon for both defense and offense. Some species of rhino can even use their horns to dig out water sources in dry areas.
So is Walter supposed to be in Africa or Southern East Asia?
You're correct, SpongeBob. White rhinos are native to African savannas, where
So that means Walter is an African rhino. How strong is a rhino?
rhinos are incredibly strong. They are among the largest and most powerful land animals on the planet.
Wow, rhinos are strong when they're charging like bulldozers.
Absolutely, Patrick. When a rhino charges, it's an incredible sight to behold. Their powerful legs and muscular bodies allow them to charge at high speeds, and their horns can easily knock down obstacles in their path. It's as if they transform into bulldozers when they charge.
Now that's what I call rhino force. Wow. Wait, do rhinos have tails?
Yes, rhinos have tails. While the length and shape of a rhino's tail can vary depending on the species, they all have a tail.
Wait, do Walter live in a group or is he solitary?
White rhinos typically live in groups called a crash. These groups can consist of up to 3 rhinos, with a dominant male leading the group. However, Walter appears to be a solitary rhino, as we typically only see him alone at Animal Junction.
That's sad. I know, Patrick, but it's natural. And I think he knows how to survive. But how does a rhino deal with a predator? Say a lion.
A rhino has several defenses against predators like lions. Its biggest defense is its sheer size and strength. Rhinos can weigh up to 2,500 kg and have powerful necks and shoulders. Additionally, rhinos have thick skin and formidable horns, which they can use to fend off predators. When threatened, rhinos often charge and attack, using their speed and power. If outnumbered, they can form a protective huddle with their young in the middle.
Rhinos are like the most powerful bulldozers in the African savanna.
That's a creative comparison, and rhinos are indeed powerful animals. Their broad bodies, thick skin, and powerful build make them formidable and capable of moving through challenging terrain with ease. Rhinos are often called living bulldozers because of their ability to bulldoze through bushes and underbrush with relative ease.
Wow, now that's a super defense for a rhino. Rhinos are peaceful creatures, even if they are big and powerful. Rhinos even have babies, which are called calves. So Walter will do just fine. Yeah, he's doing good. And when I say good, I mean really, 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 really good. Can I check on him? Sure. Okay. Do you want to help us take care of Walter? Yeah. Do you want to help us? Great. What we can do is give Walter his space because remember, he charged at me. Walter, you're the best. Martin, why is Walter sad?
It's hard to say why Walter is feeling sad without knowing more about the situation.
Maybe it misses his crash.
I see, that could be a possibility. Rhinos are social creatures and often live in groups, called crashes in the wild. So yes, it's possible that Walter may be feeling sad and missing his crash.
What do you think we should do?
Well, it's a good idea to try to uplift Walter's mood. Perhaps we can try some of the following options. 1. Spend quality time with him and offer attention, affection, and companionship. 2. Provide him with enrichment activities like toys and activities that mimic his natural behaviors. 3. Consider if there are any changes to his environment that may be contributing to his sadness and address them accordingly. 4.
Or, how about this? Maybe we can take Walter home.
That's an interesting idea. Unfortunately, taking Walter home is not a good idea. Rhinos are wild animals, and they are happiest when living in their natural habitats.
Yeah, that's what I meant. We should take him back to his home.
Okay. Yes, taking Walter back to his home could be a good option if he's missing his crash group of rhinos. However, it's important to remember that it's not an easy task to transport and release an animal back into the wild.
Martin, just watch. And you too, Chris. We will get this rhino moving. Okay, Walter, let's go. Walter, no! Oh, Patrick, this is the second time. This rhino really needs to learn that we're just friends. But how are we gonna bring him back home if he's gonna keep using his rhino force and stop us?
That's a good question, SpongeBob. Walter is a powerful rhino with his rhino force, and he's clearly not going to let us bring him back to his natural habitat without a fight. We'll need to come up with a plan to overcome his strength and strength. Perhaps we could use the power of teamwork and come up with a creative solution? Maybe we could use some sort of distraction or lure to divert his attention?
Okay, so what can we distract Walter with?
That's a good question, Patrick. There are a few things we could try to distract Walter with. Since rhinos are herbivores, we can try using food or other objects that catch his interest.
But he already ate plants. Wait a minute, I know something else about rhinos. Rhinos like to roll in the mud. Well, not really roll in the mud, but like be in mud. It helps them keep cool. Maybe Walter would like to be in the mud, and that's a good thing because Animal Junction have lots of mud, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right, SpongeBob. Rhinos do enjoy rolling in mud, which can help them keep cool, especially in hot weather. This behavior is called wallowing, and it's common in both African and Asian rhinos. Luckily, Animal Junction has plenty of mud for Walter to roll in, which might help us distract him and make it easier for us to approach him and bring him back to his natural habitat.
I've seen a mud wallow right there. Let's do it! Woohoo! Woohoo! Uh-oh. Oh! I hope you have a relaxing time in the mud. I'm out of here. Wow, he really likes it. You can't keep a rhino out of the mud. Let the rhinos roll. Waha, our plan worked.
That's right, SpongeBob. We were able to distract Walter with the mud wallow, which is great news. Now that he's chilling in the mud, we can come up with a plan to bring him back to his natural habitat.
I know. Maybe we can lure him with some plants so we can go there. But Africa's far away, though. Isn't Africa far away?
Yes, you're right, SpongeBob. Africa is quite far from here, and it would be a long journey to get Walter back to his natural habitat. But using plants to lure him into the truck sounds like a good idea.
Hey, Martin, you got a car so we can ride? We can all ride in while we lower, like, the plants on, like, top of it, so Walter can get some plants while we take him to Africa?
Yes, we do have a car we can use to transport Walter to Africa. We'll need the plants for him to survive in his natural habitat.
Let's go find some plants for this loving herbivore! Woohoo! Oh yeah! Okay. Hey, I found some plants. Me too. Now, Walter the herbivore rhino will have fun. Yeah. Me and SpongeBob got a lot of plants.
Fantastic! It looks like you've both done a great job of gathering plants for Walter. The more diverse the plants, the better.
Walter is still playing in the mud, and you can't keep a rhino out of the mud.
That's true. Rhinos love to play and wallow in the mud. It helps them regulate their body temperature and keep cool in hot weather. It's normal behavior for a rhino to enjoy playing in the mud. But don't worry, we'll make sure to clean Walter up before we transport him.
So how are we going to get him out of that mud? Because a rhino gets out when it wants to get out.
That's a good question. Rhinos can be quite stubborn and independent creatures, and they often go where they want to go.
Do I have to get muddy to get, like, Walter out of the mud and lure him some plants?
SpongeBob always has a way with words. But don't worry, we won't need any money to lure Walter out of the mud.
Do I have to get muddy to get Walter to eat the plants?
That's a bit of an unusual question. Money isn't necessary for Walter to eat the plants we've gathered for him.
No, I said, do I have to get muddy to help, like, Walter, the rhino, get the plants so he can eat them on our journey?
Oh, I see what you mean. No, you don't need money to help Walter eat the plants on our journey.
Do I have to get muddy to get him out the mud?
No, you don't need money to get Walter out of the mud.
No, I didn't say mud. Do I have to get mud on myself to get him out the mud?
Oh, I see what you're asking now. You're asking if you need to get mud on yourself to get Walter out of the mud? No, you don't need to do that. Walter will get out of the mud on his own eventually.
Let's lure the plants to see what he do. Wow, he's following the plants! Everybody in the car!
Okay, let's go. We can't forget about Walter. He's the reason why we're going on this adventure after all. We need to make sure we have him with us so we can bring him back to Africa.
He's with us. Come on, let's get in. Let's go! Wow! Look at Walter. He's actually following the plants.
Correct. It looks like Walter is following the truck, and Chris and I are leading the way. We're all on our way now to get Walter the rhino back to his natural habitat in Africa.
Full speed ahead.
Roger that. Full speed ahead. We're making good progress with Walter following us in the truck and the plant trail. Let's keep moving and get Walter to his destination safely and swiftly.
About with Rhino Force, would he be able to have enough force to, like, break this truck?
That's a good question. Rhinos are incredibly strong animals, but it's unlikely that Walter would be able to break the truck.
Are we there yet?
No, we're not there yet, SpongeBob. We still have a long way to go before we reach Walter's natural habitat.
Now are we in Africa, Chris?
Sadly, we're still not in Africa yet.
Oh, we're sure hope that we're there yet. So are we there now?
I'm glad to hear your excitement. Unfortunately, we still have a few hours left to go. We've only been traveling for 7 hours, so we have about 2 to 3 hours to go before we reach Africa and bring Walter to his natural habitat.
What can we do when we wait?
Quando estamos aguardando, podemos nos divertir de várias maneiras.
What?
Oh, I apologize for the language mix-up. I thought we were speaking Portuguese. When waiting, there are plenty of things we can do to pass the time. We can have conversations, play games, watch TV or videos, read books, or simply relax.
Hey! That creature looked very familiar. It's Trunkster!
Trunkster the elephant. Yes, that makes sense. Trunkster is known for his big size and impressive trunk. It's possible that you've seen other elephants before, but Trunkster is a notable character in his own right.
Wow. I like those tusks.
Yes, Trunkster's tusks are truly impressive. They are a defining feature of male elephants and are used for a variety of purposes, including digging, fighting, and displaying dominance.
Man, I'm glad we get to see Trunkster.
Agreed. Trunkster is definitely a highlight of the trip. He's a fascinating creature, and it's always interesting to watch him go about his day. Yes, Trunkster is an elephant. Elephants are herbivorous mammals with gray, wrinkly skin and a long trunk, which they use to grasp objects, and also for their keen sense of smell. They are also known to have excellent memories, and they can display what seems to be empathy for other elephants and even other species. Elephants communicate with each other through a wide variety of sounds, such as deep trumpeting, rumbling, and rumbling, as well as through their body language.
Oh, that makes sense. Why is Trunkster looking at Walter so suspiciously?
Trunkster might be feeling curious or perhaps even intimidated by Walter's presence.
Hey, we're here. We're here in Africa because an elephant's in Africa, right?
You're absolutely right, SpongeBob.
So that means we're here.
That's right, Patrick. We've made it to Africa, and it's incredible to be in this unique environment.
Everyone out of the truck. Wow! I can't believe it! Walter found his herd! Herd? I thought a group of rhinos is called a crash. Hey, where's Walter's crash going?
It looks like Walter has started to join a crash of other rhinos.
Well, mission accomplished.
Great job, team. We did it. Walter is back in his natural habitat, where he belongs. Let's take a moment to appreciate this accomplishment. Yes, the mission is indeed accomplished.
Hey, I think Walter and his crash are leaving. Bye, Walter. Bye, Walter's crash. Wow, that was fun. SpongeBob, I think Walter wants to crash into me again. I think he wants to use his Rhino Force on you. No, please. Oh, he wants to give me a hug. Oh, I'm glad he finally understands I wasn't gonna hurt you. Bye, Walter's Crash, and bye, Walter. I'm glad there's a happy ending to Walter's family. But there wasn't a cub. A cub? Yeah, the Rhino cub. Remember, Patrick, a baby rhino is called a calf. Oh, that's what I meant to say, calf. Wow, I can't believe we went all the way to Africa, even if it took too long. Woohoo! Oh yeah. So what should we do now?
Well, since we've achieved our goal of bringing Walter back to his natural habitat, we could consider our job done and head back home. Or we could stay in Africa and explore some more.
Hey, let's go back to the Cheetah Coalition. Let's go!